Hey everyone, welcome back to the 310 table. It has definitely been a few weeks since you saw us post anything. Our airplane, the Cherokee Doll, went into annual right at the end of March, and that actually took a little bit longer than it should have, or that we are used to. We needed an oil filter. Apparently these oil filters are made out of some material, or contain some material known to us now as unobtainium. We ordered the filters back in March before the annual. We actually just received this oil filter about a week ago. We got lucky. The order that our AMP had placed came in earlier than ours did, and he was willing to trade since his airplane has more work to do than ours. We also wanted to put some new spark plugs in this year. Apparently the spark plugs and the oil filter contain the same material, unobtainium. We just got these oddly one at a time, even though I ordered 8. And then they sent me a box to put them in separately, which, I don't know, the world's just getting crazy. But that took March, April, May, June, July, basically 5.5 months to get this order. So I'm not sure what's going on out there with manufacturing, but if you're doing an annual and you don't have your parts, well, I'll tell you what, I feel for you. So, you know, right about the time we got our annual done, they closed our airport.
Yeah, we've got a new runway. It looks really nice. That being said, I don't really like the way it feels much. It's like, I don't know. To me, it's like bouncy, kind of. And like if you go and press on it kind of hard, it like literally goes down and then comes back up. It's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's made out of.
I don't know what it's made out of either. It's a new surface material that I haven't seen before. They told us. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, it's a little squishy. Kind of does this when you're taxiing. You can feel it. And overall, though, it's a beautiful runway. The material is supposed to prevent hydroplaning when it rains. It's supposed to warm up in the winter or some such thing. I don't know. Alabama gets ice like every 50 years or something, but hey, whatever. The feds paid for it. We got a grant. The old runway was definitely getting tired, so we are glad to have it. However, we did not use the runway. We did not use Cherokee Doll for our last venture out to eat, eating brunch.
Nope, we used a hot air balloon.
Something different. We had some friends with a hot air balloon. They wanted to go for a hot air balloon ride, so we got up yesterday at 5 a.m. ish, right before the sun came up anyway, something I don't typically do. I am not a morning person, but for something like that, it's worth it to get out of bed, drag out to the park, and you know, play with a hot air balloon. It was kind of a new thing for me. I've been in a hot air balloon once before on a ride, but it was about 20 years ago, before Hannah was even born, actually. This was your first time in a hot air balloon.
Yeah, it was my first time in a non-tethered hot air balloon, and it was also my mom's first time in a non-tethered hot air balloon. And this was actually her birthday flight, even though her birthday was in December. We just couldn't work the scheduling out, and the weather kept getting us.
Yeah, Alabama weather the last few years has been crappy jungle heat that is oppressive. Followed by a monsoon rainy season. I think we are a tropical climate now. You know, I guess it just does this flip back and forth every however many years. I don't know. I'm not one of those people freaking out about the climate. It is what it is. So December rolled around, like Hannah said, wasn't that great. And I think our friends are going to put their balloon up for sale in August. If you guys are interested in owning a balloon, leave something in the comments below and I'll get you in touch with our friends. And it's a great balloon. He just doesn't have time to mess with it anymore. And he's, you know, flying all over the country in a Cessna 182 now. And balloons take a lot of work. You got to have a crew. Can't do it by yourself. And the weather's got to be just right, as they discovered. Yeah. Didn't quite make it to breakfast.
It was fun. And we meant to land at KTCL in Tuscaloosa, and it was going to originally be a 2-mile flight, and it ended up being about a 1.5-mile flight. We landed kind of in this brushy area behind some industrial building. I forgot what company that was.
I don't remember.
I got a picture of the sign.
Yeah. yeah, you'll see the company, and they were pretty great about it. One of their employees getting off work came out and helped you guys.
Yeah, that was really great.
Yeah, kind of lucky because, again, you got to have a crew, and they didn't have a crew at the touchdown point. We were playing chase team, and boy, they got back in these winding industrial areas. It took us a minute to get there for sure. But we wrapped the balloon up, brought it back to the field that we, were hoping that they would land on, and we went on to breakfast, turned into brunch at a place called the Brick and Spoon. It's a chain. I'm not sure how far and wide the chain goes, but it's a great place to eat, and every location seems to be a little unique in the ones that I've seen, and it's one of those kind of places that you stumble into and you think it's local, even if it isn't. I do believe it is locally owned, franchised out. So without any more rambling about really, really slow parts distributions and wonderful weather for ballooning, we're going to take you guys on, show you a little bit about that, and take you to Brick and Spoon.
Now valve off the main tanks again. Everything, the only thing that's running now is the pilot light. What I do is I burn off the fuel in the line. Okay, now I cut the pilot off again.
Bye. Bye, people on the ground.
Oh, let me tell you, people on the ground can hear you a lot better than you can. Sound travels downward.
Yeah.
Like you feel the wind kind of poking us this way.
Yeah.
We want that way. They'll get here when they can. Right. The thing is, if I got that wind, that's normally down in the west.
All right, video-wise, we're back at the 310 table. We're obviously filming all of this on the same day. And you can see Brick and Spoon. It's a pretty fancy affair for breakfast. I got what's called a Caribbean scramble. I love it. It's got mango, pineapple, Jamaican jerk chicken, peppers and onions, and it's got a side of grits. The grits that Brick and Spoon offers are really great. They're kind of coarse ground instead of real fine. For you people that are not in the South, that is a type of cornmeal. You do put butter and salt and pepper in it, not sugar. I don't know what's wrong with the people that put sugar in grits,
That's
other
my
than they're
daddy.
just from the north.
He tried to the first time he.
Yeah, my dad's from up north originally, so yeah. Grits is not something you find outside of the South very often. I don't. What did you order?
I don't remember what it was actually called on the menu. It went by some other name, but it's basically a Cajun chicken pasta. And it was really good. It wasn't spicy, hardly at all, but it had Conecuh sausage in it, blackened chicken, and then pasta with, I think it was Alfredo sauce.
The Conecuh Sausage is a local thing, at least as far as it's made here in Alabama, and Evergreen, Alabama, and it's pretty much the most popular sausage in Alabama, Mississippi, getting down into North Florida. I believe you can buy it around the country now. If not, check it out. You can type in Conecuh Sausage to Google or DuckDuckGo or whatever you're using for a search engine, and you can find it. Other folks that went with us, our friends from the Balloon Crew, they ordered an Eggs Benedict breakfast. They got pancakes and fruit. Everybody enjoys going to Brick and Spoon. Very good food. I give it a 9, hard 9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
and
the same.
I know Cindy gave it a 9, and our friends mostly seem to give it a 9 or maybe even a 9.5. So if you're in Tuscaloosa, do check it out. Land at KTCL. You got 2 FBOs you can go to. We'll show you those coming up video. That got Dixie Air and Hawthorne Aviation. Both have courtesy cars. And check out the Brick and Spoon. Got anything else to say about it?
Thanks for watching, and please hit the like and subscribe.
Yep, that way we'll know you like us. Y'all have fun, fly often, fly safe.
Bye.